Okay, so right now I am at the spot next to the fort, which is very special to me and is the reason that I came to Jodhpur. 10 years ago, this movie came out from the Batman series, The Dark Knight Rises, and it is one of my favorite movies ever by one of my favorite directors ever, about one of my favorite comic book characters ever. And I was a pretty big comic book nerd back in the late 90s and the early 2000s. There's this very famous scene where Batman sort of escapes a prison and there's a huge fort behind it. And when I saw that in the movie, I was like, okay, I need to go here, I need to find where it is. When I looked it up, it was in India, surprisingly, and then when I looked it up, where exactly it was in Rajasthan, and I knew I'd sort of been in the area when I was a little kid, so I asked my mom, like, Mom, have we been to Jodhpur? And she was like, no, we haven't, and I marked it on my Google Maps, it's like, this is somewhere I definitely want to go when I have the chance. And that's the reason I'm here, in the city, basically. But I came here and it turns out it's not actually a well that he escapes from, which leads to a prison. It's just like a 4-foot wall, and there's no hole in the middle going down anywhere, no climbing needed or anything like that. But let me tell you more about the scene, because I think it's like super interesting. Batman is basically trapped in this underground prison, but the only way to get out is to climb this very high well all the way to the top. He tries to climb it every time, and he fails every time. But every time he's doing it while he's carrying this heavy rope on his sides, so that in case he fails, he has something to like hold on to so he doesn't die. But then at the end, he realizes that the added weight of the rope is what's holding him back from making this last jump that he needs to do to get out of the well. And then he tries it without the rope. And then he does it, and he gets out, and he saves Gotham. But I think there's a really important lesson to be learned here about how we can stop ourselves from succeeding if we're too afraid of failing.